Okay, so here's an explanation of what I have going with this camp. There's some certain requirements that I felt like I needed to have if I were to live in this all winter. The first thing is you must need to stand up all the way. If you can't stand up all the way, you're going to be crippled by springtime. Also, enough floor space that I can stand in the center and have enough room with my arms expanded. I wanted a little floor space between me and the hearth for extra projects and things. Getting cramped up in here for a long period of time is going to create some aggravation. What this is based on are two support structures. This 4-post cube supports the weight of the lean-to. Okay. This modified tripod, this supports the roof weight. So you have to consider there's going to be 3 feet of snow on the top of this. And to have a 13-foot roof span on the back is a lot of weight. And then it gets wet and it gets even heavier. So what I've done is I've distributed the weight basically in half. This structure carries a lower weight. This lean-to structure carries just this much weight. Okay. Yeah, that plastic's ugly. I really don't like plastic. I hate the look of it. I hate coming into my camp and seeing plastic. But that's kind of how it is for the moment. So as this progresses here, you know, this wall will be filled in and come out to here, and I'll have a doorway here and a doorway there. I want 2 exits for fire safety. I want to be able to have 2 options of getting out. Okay, so I could build this wall up if I want. Okay, I can completely enclose this. That was one of the requirements, was to have a complete enclosure. But I don't know how much I want to block this view, because I prefer to see it snow and rain. You know, what's the wind's blowing, something's come through the camp, I want to know what it is. To enclose this would be just sitting in a room in the middle of the woods. I always like my lean-to over there best because it's right in nature. There's no separation from nature. Whatever's going on, I'm experiencing it. So we got 2 support systems dividing the snow weight in half. The third is this hearth. This is the centerpiece. This will be, I'll be filling this in. I got some holes and stuff there. I'll be putting clay into that and tightening that up. I have some stuff to consider, like how much natural flues do I want coming in so that the fireplace will exhaust properly. So yeah, you know, like this wall is going to come all the way out. So I'll just have this walkway right on through on either side, flanked. Here's a better view. You can see like this roof is only this much. It looks much bigger because of the footprint, but it's only this much. So it's only that much weight that this tripod actually has to support. There's this much here, and then this is for supporting onto the 4 posts. So a lot of this was clearing this out. You gotta have 360 on your camp. If you're gonna be there for any length of time, you better be able to go 360, because all this will disappear when it snows. You know, there'll be no coming over here and getting wood. This is so crisscrossed in here, and digging this out in the snow is pretty much impossible. So this is, if I don't clean this up now, then it's pretty much a source that I'm not really going to be able to readily access when there's snow. So I got this, you got these tarps meeting up this here. This is for an exhaust for the inner part of the fire. So there'll be snow exhaust and carbon dioxide exhaust. Okay, I got enough floor space. I can bring this fire hearth out into this area and just have an open fire like you see in teepees. Okay. Now let's compare these with my other hearth. This has size specific fuel. It's got to be cut down. You know, if I go lengthwise, it's 2 feet. So whatever I do in terms of feeding that has to be 2 feet. So when I compare that to this hearth, I have 4 winters on this hearth. I have 4 winters on this camp. Okay, I can drag a 30-foot tree in there and lay it right there and feed it in. I cut that tree once. Okay, when I feed that fire, I cut the same 30-foot tree, you know, 10 or 15 times to get that to fit into that area. So that's a really kind of a big issue. It's something to be concerned about. I can stockpile more raw material for this fireplace. That fireplace has to have some more refinement done to it. So that's just 2 comparisons that way. Also, this bed, I used lichen there for a while. It's all mashed down. But these supports run horizontal, whereas that supported bed, they run the length. So I kind of got mixed reviews on them. You know, if one length on there is messed up, that's a 6-foot, 7-foot length that's messed up. Whereas the other one, it's just, you know, 2 foot. So it's more critical for these to be on than it is for the other ones. I got a shelf for my firearms. Big deal. I really wanted that over that one. Over there, I was constantly dealing with what I was going to shelter the firearm and also have it accessible. I can set that firearm on up here. I got shoulder space in here because this is concave surface in there. That's one reason why I put that in there. I got nice shelving in there, or shoulder space, or blanket space, gear space. I made this longer. I made this bed much bigger than the other one because I need room for gear and I need room for a dog. Okay. So anyways, this is what it looks like here. Okay, see my foot? I'm like one good step. I can lean forward onto my knee and I can tend to whatever's there. The one thing, this fireplace makes you want to kind of get down a little bit, when it makes you want to go to your knees. And yeah, whatever. But I like the shelving I got going here, and this will be fine. But anyways, here's the picture window. And here's the modified tripod. It comes down. So as big as that looks, it's actually a small surface. And hopefully that'll be enough to divide up the snow weight and I don't have any catastrophes. There's a 100% chance that one of these trees are going to land on the shelter. I had 8 direct hits on that shelter alone last year. Up to that point, the other 3 years only had 5. So it's an indication that as this area clears, it becomes more susceptible to weather and more blowdowns. So one of these trees is going to land on this at some point in the winter. So for now, I'm going to leave this here. It's a summer version. I got some air flowing through. I got some time. I got some other things I need to be doing right now. I got priorities. And I can kind of put this shelter on cruise control for a little bit. So there you go. Take care, and I'll have some more videos.